Thank you for coming. I just want to say quickly thank you also for the city council members that are here joining us, in addition to our senator and congressman. This is another great occasion to be here at the fire headquarters here, and we are thankful for the support of our legislators at the federal level that have really been tremendous champions of making sure that Jersey City has all the necessary safety equipment to continue to be the best fire department and police department in the state of New Jersey. Whoa. Let me start by saying a quick thank you in particular to Senator Menendez, who has been here on several occasions with us over the last 2 years on SAFER grants and police grants to secure additional dollars. Today is a particularly positive one, and the $1.1 million grant that we are receiving will go towards additional equipment and upgrading what was antiquated fire equipment. And this has been a big initiative of Jersey City over the last couple months. Many of you know we purchased several new fire trucks. We continue to upgrade all of our safety devices, and this will be a great addition to furthering that goal. Without further ado, I'd like to bring up our senior senator for the state of New Jersey and a true champion for Jersey City and working families, Senator Menendez.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, thank you, Mayor, and good morning, everyone. I'm thrilled to be back in Jersey City and with money in hand, which I know the mayor and the council always appreciate more when I come with money in hand. Congressman, when you come as well with money in hand, they appreciate it. But most importantly, because I think the service that we are helping to fund today is a critical one to the safety of the residents, of the properties, in the second largest city in our state and growing dramatically. And I want to just simply say, Mayor, I appreciate your leadership and the council and the chiefs and those who put the grant together, because this grant had to compete against communities across the country. So it is not a given. Even though there was a need for Jersey City, it is not a given. And so it had to be a competitive grant, and Congressman Sears and Congressman Payne, who is on his way here, and I can be advocates for that grant, but we need a good product. And we had a good product, and we have a good force to talk about. So I'm pleased to be with Congressman Sears and Congressman Payne, who will be here shortly, my partners in this effort. In announcing a assistance to firefighters grant of $1,163,728 for fire and safety operations in Jersey City. To me, this is a recognition of the most significant and selfless job that any person can do, and that's of a firefighter. It is, as I have said on many occasions, it defies all logic that when people are running away from a building or an explosion, firefighters are running towards it and saving lives and trying to save property. And this $1.1 million will go for training programs and badly needed new equipment that will include new turnout coats and pants and boots that will fully meet new safety standards and make sure that every firefighter has the highest level of protective gear. Because if we ask the men and women of the fire department to go ahead and risk their lives, the least we can do is to give them the wherewithal to meet that challenge on behalf of our citizens. And finally, I just simply want to say as we are soon approaching the commemoration of September 11th, we are reminded that on that fateful day, it was not the federal government, not the Department of Defense, not Homeland Security, which obviously at that time was not an entity. We are reminded at the end of the day that it was local police, local firefighters, local emergency management that responded on that fateful day. And even today, God forbid that we would face such a challenge again, it will be local police, local firefighters, local emergency management that will respond to the call. So in a post-September 11th world, the readiness, the ability to respond both in personnel, equipment, and training is incredibly important in the new world in which we live in. And that's why I think that this grant is so incredibly important. We have difficult budget choices to make as the Congress goes back into session, but I cannot imagine a choice that talks about budgets that doesn't also talk about values, and one of those critical values is the values of supporting the men and women who take care of us each and every day. In this fight for these resources and to keep that as a value in our budget, we have a tremendous champion on the House of Representatives, former mayor, former speaker, who understands firsthand the importance of this, Congressman Al Buell-Series.
Thank you, Senator, and thank you for taking the lead in this grant and advocating for this grant. Mayor, congratulations, and congratulations to the fire department. This is another one of those examples where teamwork has results. We've been here a number of times, and I think one of these fire trucks was purchased with one of the grants that we were able to get, everybody working together. In this case, it's very good in one sense, because the federal government mandated safer equipment, and we were able to get the city money to buy that safer equipment. So I'm very proud of that. So I'm very proud to be part of this team that advocates for the fire department for this area, and hopefully we'll continue to be able to bring some of this money back to this district and to the city that needs it so much. You know, just last night you had a fire and you had a couple of firemen that were taken to the hospital. And for me, having been a mayor, I understand how important the fire department is to urban areas. So I'm happy to be part of this team to bring this money to Jersey City. Thank you.
So I just want to specifically say by name a couple of thank yous. Thank you to the fire department, Chief Rivers, Director Shea, Director Kears, Chief Calla, and of course our Council President Rolando Lavaro, and Councilman at Large Danny Rivera, who has been a tremendous friend for the Jersey City Fire Department.